Welcome to our workshop entitled Embracing the True You. I'm Jessica Coulter. I'm a 17-year-old junior at Gateway High School, and I'm currently the junior class president.
And I'm Sam Becker. I'm a 16-year-old sophomore at Gateway High School, and I am sophomore class treasurer.
We're going to begin with an icebreaker, which we named Dress Up 2.0, where everyone is going to get a costume which they think fits their personality, just so they begin realizing that, as ridiculous as they may feel, they are capable of being themselves. And then everyone will choose as many pieces of candy as they like, not knowing that however many pieces of candy they take is how many facts they'll have to share about themselves.
Some of the goals of our workshop include educating delegates about the importance of self-confidence, the role that individual confidence plays in a team setting, how they can become more confident, how that will affect their daily life, and how that will affect their student council. And we will start that by having a discussion about how delegates define self-confidence.
Okay. We're going to continue discussing what we think self-confidence is and how it impacts our lives. Then we'll go into the literal definition of self-confidence and also other words that are commonly associated with self-confidence. And then we will discuss where in our lives we're most self-confident and why we think that is and what impacts our self-confidence.
We'll then go over some of the common reasons for a lack of confidence and have a discussion about why individual delegates feel that they lack confidence in certain areas. And we will then continue on with how to build confidence, going through 10 steps that we have created that will build confidence in yourself.
Okay, so after we discussed what we think confidence is, how it impacts your life, why we all struggle with it, and how to improve it, we'll discuss why this is important, which we will discuss it with ourselves and how we need to take pride in ourselves and be able to feel good about ourselves. Then how it affects us in a group setting, where you'll be more capable of being a leader and able to speak your mind and share your opinions and ideas within a group if you feel comfortable being yourself and comfortable with your ideas. Then how it impacts yourself in your student council, because student council is all about leadership, and if you're not able to express yourself, you're not going to be able to lead a group. So we'll discuss why that's important and how you can become affirmative in a leadership position with your self-confidence and create a more positive environment.
And we will also read a poem called The Optimist's Creed.
Okay. Next we will read a poem called The Optimist's Creed that we think pretty much summarizes our entire purpose of this workshop. It begins, I promise myself to be so strong that nothing can disturb my peace of mind, to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person I meet, to make all my friends feel that there is something worthwhile in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make my optimism come true, to think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best, to be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as I am about my own, to forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future, to wear a cheerful expression at all times and give my smile to every living creature I meet, to give so much time to improving myself that I have no time to criticize others, to be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble, to think well of myself and to proclaim this fact to the world, not in loud words but in great deeds, to live in the faith that the whole world is on my side, so long as I am true to the best that is in me.
Next, we're going to do an activity called SMILE, and SMILE stands for Spread More Inspirational Leadership Energy. And so to give delegates something to remember our workshop by, and so that they can hopefully remember a lot of the things they've learned in our workshop, they're going to create bracelets with beads that spell out SMILE, and they can put on whatever kind of other patterns or anything they want. And hopefully whenever they wear their SMILE bracelet or see it, it will remind them of the good times they had at our workshop, and more importantly, the lessons that they learned.
Finally, we have a page of inspirational quotations which they can read and hopefully take to heart so they can remember the lessons that we've been able to teach them about self-confidence, taking pride in yourself, not feeling the need to conform, and never feeling inferior to others.
There are also quotes throughout our workshop just to give delegates something to think about during our workshop.
And finally, we have an evaluation form for them to fill out.
So to explain a little bit about our theme for our workshop, which is Aladdin.
Basically, we found it to be a very fitting theme, being that the entire purpose of Aladdin is that this boy, who is a poor street rat, doesn't feel good enough for Princess Jasmine. He feels inferior to her. He doesn't feel good enough. And what he realizes throughout the movie is that when he tries to change himself, when he tries to become a prince, to be more fitting for her, she doesn't like him because she knows that he isn't being himself. But once he takes off the mask and stops being self-conscious and worrying all the time, that she does love him for who he is. So it fits our entire purpose that you should have confidence in who you are, because people will like you for who you are and you don't have to pretend.
So periodically throughout our workshop and at the end of our workshop, we will be including some small segments of the movie Aladdin to give delegates something to think about and relate the theme of the workshop to. Thank you, and we hope to present our workshop, Embracing the True You, at the 2011 PASC District 3 Spring Conference.
We'll see you there.